All right, welcome to the season finale of the Guys Telling Stories podcast, season 2. I'm Rich Douglas.
I'm Bill Easton.
I'm Sean.
All right, guys, we did it.
Here we
It's
are.
over. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good night.
Is that all we're going to do today, Bill? No, but let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. I'm Rich Douglas. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Rich Tell Stories.
I'm at Bill Tell Stories.
And I'm at Sean Tell Stories.
You know, let's start off by just saying thank you to Sean. Sean, you've been our producer since our first episode of season 2. How was it behind the scenes?
Oh, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. You know, lots reaping the benefits here.
What do you mean reaping the benefits?
Well, I get to sit down with you guys, every now and again, and then get to meet a bunch of cool people.
He's not getting paid, is he? Because I'm not getting paid.
No, we put a call out for a intern, a photographer. We put a call out for a producer, and Sean, you answered the call, and that was amazing. Yeah, he was a jack of all trades. He wore many hats. He started out by taking some photographs for us, which were great, and then Sean, you ended up actually chiming in towards the end there and getting involved in some of the interviews.
It was my plan all along.
Next season, I'm Sean.
Yeah,
I'm Bill Easton, and
kind of working your way.
Rich is getting us beer.
Well, no, you know what though, from the perspective of a guy that is kind of doing the producing behind the scenes, it was so helpful to have you. And if you've been to our YouTube page at all, that's all Sean.
Yeah, I got the YouTube on lock, as the kids say.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. I think we are going to tell a couple stories, some highs, some lows, some behind-the-scenes stuff from Season 2. And no guests today, just Rich, Bill, Sean. And so, guys, let's get right into it.
So, guys, what's one of your favorite memories from Season 2 behind the scenes?
You know, I'll start off with saying I really, really thought it was cool when it's the summer and we're doing this podcast and the Olympics are rolling around and we were able to line up some of those athletes who were training for the games and actually going to the games. If you remember, we record out of Buffalo, New York, and one of our nominations from over the offseason was for Anita Alvarez. And for those of you that have listened to the episode, she is only 19 years old. We're sitting around talking to a 19-year-old who's in California training, and then she's going to head down to Rio. And how cool was it, from the perspective of a couple guys that I talked to her to post her episode the week before the Olympics and then to actually see her down there.
No, that was super cool. And I guess that kind of touches on the whole Skype thing and being able to talk to people when they're not in Buffalo. It was kind of cool. And opened up a lot of doors for us as well.
Yeah, it was exciting a little scary, but exciting to take some nominations and talk to some people. I remember one of the more exciting things for us was getting some people to say, hey, why don't you reach out to Mickey Gall? Mm-hmm. He was actually in the car going to train and then 2 weeks later fighting in a pay-per-view event, and CM Punk got beat down pretty hard by Mickey. I was in my living room cheering for him. I was trying to text you too, and it was really awesome feeling to connect with people as the events were going on. So if you like that, let us know.
Oh, I won a little bit of money on that fight.
You had a bet?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
He had to win before the start of round 2. So I guess, I don't know if that means, knockout in the first round or the guy can't even stand up to go into round 2, but it was over well before the end of round 1, so I doubled my money.
I was wearing my Mickey's Proud shirt.
He's proud of you.
Mickey's proud of me, and it's definitely one of the funnier things that we've done because I know Mickey has a T-shirt out right now, too, that says, like, hit head, choke neck, Mickey Gall. And his shirt is almost as cool as ours, but it's still, it was pretty cool to be able to have a guest. And maybe we can move on to that, Sean. What'd you think about the merch this season?
Oh, the merch was hot. I know personally I bought at least 3 or 4 T-shirts, planning to give them away as Christmas presents. I got, red ones, green ones, blue ones. I'm still waiting on those baby shirts, but, speaking of the merch, one of my favorite memories from this season is some of our social media outreach and getting Bill to put a T-shirt on a stranger and then sending that off into the Snapchat universe.
Oh, that's right. We were going a little crazy with the Snapchat videos in a good way. We were we were tracking down.
Good for you guys. You didn't get chased.
You got chased?
Yeah, well, she wasn't happy.
Oh, after the fact?
Yeah.
I didn't record that part. I was too busy trying to...
Yeah, you guys are too busy laughing.
I was uploading something, yeah.
Rich, favorite guest of season 2?
I have to say Eric Hutchinson because I have known him for years, and when I reached out this last time, he got back to me and said yes. And it was right around that time that essay that he wrote about his father's illness came out. And I saw him sort of opening up to himself and to the rest of the world and being a little vulnerable. And he also had a new album coming out, so I was super pumped to hear his music. And the fact that he said, sure, when would be a good time was such a simple answer. It was really all we were looking for. So I was a little nervous. I don't know if you guys could tell when we talked, and I think it went well. He told some really good stories, and one of the fans said that they were listening to our interview on their way to see him in concert.
That's
they
cool.
had like a half hour, stuck in traffic commute. So that meant a lot to me because I got to talk to a buddy that I liked, and people seemed to like it in return.
What was yours, Sean?
Oh, favorite guest of mine. I got to say Joe Licata. He's a guy just about my age when I was growing up, coming out of high school, early college days. I heard of him and, the success he was having in high school sports and then in college. And it was something that I always had aspired to do, but was plagued by injury and, didn't try hard enough, frankly. So to see somebody my age, a local guy, really achieve the success of high school and college and then potentially NFL, pro sports, it was pretty cool to talk to him.
Nice guy, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he had a huge fan base too, and people just loved listening to his. And his short story special is also available too. So if you guys haven't listened to that, you can head to our Facebook page, give us a little like, and that offer's still there. And you can listen to his story about chicken wings and NCAA.
Bill, favorite guest?
Mary Saxer, and for a few reasons. One, because she was kind enough to come back on. We did a two-part interview with her once, one before her Olympic trials, and then after she didn't qualify for the team. The inspiring part of it and how she handled it, I thought was really cool. And again, she was a pleasure to talk to. Not somebody that I've met before, unlike some of the other guests that we've had. But that was kind of my favorite.
Yeah, right up in the Rio Olympics too. You were on the edge of her seat trying to see if she was going to make it or not. And unfortunately she didn't. But it was really cool to follow her story.
Yeah, super exciting, too, that she's going to give it another go in terms of the next few competitions. I think she's already back to training.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bill, favorite road trip?
Oh, my God, Southern Tier is the best place in the world.
Yeah, I got to say, that was it for me, too, Bill.
They didn't pay me to say that. Just you just went there. You went.
Yeah, we have been back since, and we posted about their Pumpkin Fest, and it was such a busy day. I didn't get a chance to see Sarah or Finn, but we sure did have a good time just kind of driving down there and taking our time and reminiscing a little bit. So, that was a local road trip. What did you like about it, Bill?
I like the beer. I like sitting outside. Just like it. It's such a relaxed place. It's in the middle of, I won't say in the middle of nowhere, but it is its own. It is its own location. When you get there, you're just kind of brought into their world, and it's super cool there. If you haven't gone, you definitely need to go if you can.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, guys, if we wind this thing down and ride off into the sunset, things you're excited about for the future of the podcast.
Ooh.
Anything come to mind for you, Sean? I know.
Cross-country road trip. Yeah, I have the opportunity to travel for my job, so I'm going to be seizing that opportunity, living over on the West Coast and producing some of these episodes, from a different time zone. So I'm excited to still participate as much as possible, keep getting these episodes up on YouTube and, I'm getting Skyping myself in. Maybe,
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, Skyping myself in.
Well, you know what, too, and maybe you make some different connections out there. It'd be really cool for you to, maybe meet up with some local brewers or some entrepreneurs out there.
Snoop Dogg.
And, yeah, I'm sure he's in the West Coast. And, we're sad to see you go, but like you said, you'll still be around.
I'll be back. Temporary stuff, so.
Yeah.
I'm excited to visit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. Well, you know what? And Bill, anything coming to mind for the future for you? Anything you're excited about or looking forward to?
No, just continuing to grow and it would be nice to finally land one of our sponsors permanently. A little shout out to anyone that's interested. We are actively looking at this point.
Yeah, we've been in talks with a few people, and then it's a podcast, so some people know what's going on with that. I guess I would say we have such a unique and diverse guest list.
Yeah.
People that we like to interview. So every week we're going into these new worlds. So yeah, any sponsors out there, local or national or near or far, just let us know and we'll do the same and, see if we can work something out.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few people I'd like to talk with. I'm not going to name any names, but maybe I'll just throw out like a category. We have talked to so many different successful people, millionaires in different categories. I do want to try to talk to an official billionaire.
That'd be nice.
Sure.
Yeah. You guys know any billionaires off the top of your head? I'm not asking for names, but...
I got a few ideas.
Okay. Bill?
Oh, I don't.
I don't know any either, but that's okay. Other goals is maybe talk to an astronaut. I'm being serious here. If we can find somebody that has literally been out of this world, I mean, it might be cool just to touch base with them and hear that story.
Great.
Can you guys even imagine?
I would like to talk to someone that needs a translator.
Oh.
Yeah. But we actually hear him, what he says in Japanese, and then the Japanese translate it in chopped up English. I think that would be entertaining.
Let me tell you this. Bill, one of his favorite shows, and he doesn't watch too much TV, is The America's Got Talent.
True story.
I have heard from other people that they have an Italy's Got Talent. They have an Ireland's Got Talent.
Not Ireland. They drink too much.
Okay. What if we talk to somebody that's been on one of those shows? Maybe they don't need a translator. They are Italian. They are big in their country. And
No, I need the translator, though. Like, for me, personally. I want to hear somebody that has no sense of English.
Yeah.
And then I want to hear the translator who has very poor English try to translate it.
So your only requirement for a guest is that they don't speak English.
That's it.
And we find someone that can translate.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. I mean, it's not setting the bar high or low. It's just setting it
in a different area.
A different area. Yeah, because we'll have to see what kind of guest that is. I was also wondering if we could maybe try to get somebody who has a story to tell that no one's ever heard before. And, that's going to be tough because it's not somebody who isn't out there trying. It's not somebody that has been unsuccessful. They're successful. It's just they're sort of invisible right now. And we have this platform to share their story.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I think I know it.
You do?
And we might need a translator.
I got a guy.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to bring this thing to a close. Thanks so much for sticking with us for season 2. It has been fun. It's been months in the making, and we spent the past few months releasing some fantastic episodes for you. Let us know what guests you like. Our nominations are now open, and that deadline's for a couple of weeks from now. So, head to our website. It's guystellingstories.com, and click that nominate button, and tell us who you want to hear from.
Yep. I also want to thank our guests for spending their hour or so with us and meeting our minimal audio requirements on their end of the Skype and for opening themselves up and allowing us to talk to them. I appreciate it, guys. You guys did a great job.
I want to thank Rich and Bill for always having a third mic set up. It just took me a few episodes to sit down and speak into it. So it's been a lot of fun and lots of memories had. Also, guys, head on over to guystellingstories.com. You got the holidays coming up. Head over to Try at Home and buy some cool, wacky, fun, unusual products for yourself or for a loved one. They're pretty cool.
And take pictures and send them to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And that reminds me that our Amazon link is still available all off season. As some people said to me, like, hey, if you guys ever need anything, just let us know. Like, then I sort of smile. I'm like, well, you could just use the Amazon link. That's all we really need from you.
Or go to Guys Telling Stories, click the Amazon banner, and shop as you would. We get a cut of that, and, it's pretty...
It doesn't cost him any.
No, it doesn't cost you anything extra.
All right, no more plugs.
Okay, we're done.
We're just going to say thank you.
Get your merch.
Stop it.
We're just going to say thank you. And if you want to tell a friend, that would be great. If you want to write a little iTunes review, that would be awesome. And, if you want to, you can even grab somebody's phone and leave them a nice little surprise. Head to the iTunes app and just click subscribe. And then when they wake up in a couple of months, they'll have a brand new episode of Guys Telling Stories. It'll be like a little gift.
Yep. Get a Guys Telling Stories shirt, put it on a stranger.
No, don't do that. You'll get arrested again.
All right, guys. I'm Rich Douglas. You can follow me at Rich Tell Stories on Twitter, Facebook, Rich Douglas.
Bill Easton, Bill Tell Stories.
And I'm Sean. Sean Tell Stories.
Awesome. And please keep in touch in the off season. This has been a great season, gentlemen.
Season 3 coming soon.
All right. Until next time.